Welcome to Amira Salon's channel. This is Milagros and I will be doing the October readings for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. This is a general reading, so you're invited to watch your moon sign and your ascendant as well. Let's begin. This month we're going to be using the Lover's Path Tarot and the Iris deck. I'm going to list down below the authors of these decks so that you can look them up if you're interested in purchasing the decks. And I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross using this deck, and I'm going to be pulling one advice card from the Iris deck as we did last month. Leo, this is your October reading, and the card that we have in the middle is the King of Arrows, which in this case represents the center of the situation. It can represent yourself, but it can represent a more logical, more rational part of yourself. He's normally, if it represents another person, it is somebody from an air sign such as Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Doesn't necessarily have to do that way. It can be somebody with that characteristics, or it can be the approach that you are taking towards a specific situation. I do see some similarities with the love reading I did for Leo for last month in Spanish. I will explain that a bit later on. And I see that you are deciding, or you have decided to take a more rational approach towards a certain situation because you probably are a little bit intimidated or a little bit afraid to take action in regards to that. The Nine of Wands is a card that speaks about keeping your defenses high in order not to get harmed, or when something is becoming a little bit overwhelming and you're just trying to to not let the fire, to not let the passion of the situation get the best of you, just to try to keep cool, try to keep some cool at least. So what I see in the past is misunderstandings, fights. This card has to do again with fire, that is the suit of Leo. And I see that you might have had conflict with this other person in your life in the past, and that conflict is something that has led the situation into what is happening now. Maybe a misunderstanding, maybe a disagreement of ideas between you and the other person involved. But I don't get a peaceful vibe from this. I think that it is a little bit difficult for Leo to keep cool when there is a new situation coming up or a fight coming up, because you are so passionate about your ideals, about what you believe in general. So there has been some misunderstandings with that person. This can also have to do with making up, but going back to fight immediately after that. It can have to do with information that has been exchanged, or harsh words, or even some sort of violence. I don't have to say it has been physical violence, but maybe some harsh words have been said. I see though that in the top of the reading I get the Magician, that has to do with keeping cool, in the sense of knowing that you have what it takes to take care of this situation. You know what your resources are, you know that you have the power, the decision to make this situation go forward or move forward. And it is not that you feel that you need this person in order to live. It's not, you don't have that codependence on the person or the situation. You know that you can be okay on your own, and that is, in the end of the day, what will lead you to make a decision in regards to this matter. What I see on the bottom is the Princess of Cups. That can be the other person we're talking about, a man or woman from a water sign, such as Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And I see that though you're trying to keep rational in a conscious level, in a subconscious level, or beneath the surface, there are feelings involved towards this person. And that is what makes this whole situation complicated, because although you really want to sometimes dismiss a matter and let it go, maybe you're just trying to get along with somebody and you want to let go the fights or the misunderstandings, but there is still something that is bugging you about that. And in the end of the day, you feel a little bit hurt, you feel a little bit disappointed because you have feelings towards this person. So what I think in this case is that you have towards the future some things to still handle, still deal with some things, still talk about some things. There is a situation in which you might not completely trust the other person and you will want to get to some sort of agreement with her or with him. This person might have given signs of not being totally reliable to you. And this can be one of the things that kind of leaves you or lets you doubt about that person. But you are also, I don't see that you are completely open to ask what the hell is going on, what is happening, can you please explain me? Or even if you have been open to ask the other person what is going on, this other person might not be really open, might not want to tell some things because she's afraid that that would leave him or her in a bad light in front of your eyes. So what I see as how the feelings or where you're standing right now, I see the card of the devil or the card of temptation. And I do see that this represents a situation as it is in the moment. I mean, this is a card that also has to do with fire. The devil, fire, they are two things that are linked together. And I think that whether this situation is making you angry, it's making you upset or annoyed, or it has become a little bit of a cycle for you. It has become something that you are trying to get away from, but sometimes it is repetitive towards you, or you feel really tempted towards this person. Like you flare up feelings towards him or her. You want to go back to that situation sometimes. Maybe it was a really passionate situation that you had going on with somebody, and it's a bit difficult to stay away from it, to stay away from it all, from the fire, from the drama, from whatever it was bringing into your life. It can also have to do with jealousy. Maybe you are feeling that the other person is not being very, I won't say faithful, but maybe you don't like the way this person comes across to other people, and you are getting a little bit jealous of her, or maybe this person is a little bit jealous on what you do, and you're feeling like, okay, I don't really need somebody to check on my every step, on my every move, and that also can bring tensions. So I see on the unexpected card, I get the 6 of Wands. That is a card of victory, of success. So as the unexpected, I think that although you think or you feel, or a part of you feels, although you don't say it, that you might end up not in a very good light in this situation, that you might end up not in a very good position in this situation, it is not going to be like that. I think that this card explains or signifies that you are going to get victory from this situation. You're going to leave from the situation with the head up high. It is something that you know how to do very well, Leo. And you can actually give lessons on that to other people. I think that in the end you have a sense of fairness, of justice, that is quite high, and that is what allows you to walk away with the head up high. Whether you decide to stay with this person or whether you decide to leave this person, I think that in the end you will realize that what you're doing is for your best, for your own good. And it also has to do with pride. Just have in mind that this card can also be warning you about not being too proud, and just trying to bring that fire that you have within you in a way, bring it out, in a way that it is not going to burn somebody, but in a way that it is going to allow you to take your feelings or your thoughts out in a healthy way. What I see towards the outcome of the reading, the 10 of Pentacles, I see that this card again says about a period ending, a period beginning as well. I think that whatever situation you're living now, it is to open the doors to you towards something else, towards the stability. And that is not bad at all. I think that you might be closing a cycle, whether you are breaking up with somebody or you're still with somebody, and you really, really, really want to leave the painful things behind. This is a good chance. This is a good month to do it. We have 2 tens appearing on the reading in the future position. And I think for most of the zodiac signs, there is good energy, let's say, to help close cycles so that you can open new ones. I see as well that the advice card for you this month is the Hold. And this card, actually, from the Oracle, it's quite interesting. This card tells you about being yourself, not feeling that you need to fit in a certain model, in a certain role. You do not have to play any role, you have to be yourself. If you feel sad, if you feel angry, however you feel, you need to bring it out. It doesn't mean that you have to be aggressive or verbally aggressive or, you know, too harsh with somebody, but it means that if you are feeling anything inside yourself, or if you maybe have some feelings for somebody and you are keeping them for yourself, this person might not respond to you because they really do not know what your feelings are. You do not always have to keep the things inside yourself. Sometimes you need to bring them up, to take them out. And what I get from the suggestion of these cards is that you might not be willing to do it. You might be willing to just shut the cycle and move on by yourself, on your own. But if you really keep these feelings inside of yourself, this other person might never know what you want or you need from them. And you will also do not know what these people can give to you. So whatever your decision is, it's not going to go in a bad way. I think that the outcome will be good, but just have this little, you know, suggestion of the cards that speak about opening up. And the other person will be, if he or she is worthy of you, they will learn and they will be with you in the good and in the bad times. As I was saying in the beginning of the video, this is just a general reading to give you an idea of how the things will go during this month. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do it by clicking on the link on the description of the video. If you like the video, you can give a thumbs up, you can share it, you can subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified every time I upload the new videos for the next months. And I really hope you have the best month of October. See you next month. Thank you.